How does a computer store information, and what does it mean when we see MB, GB, or TB next to the hard drive space, RAM, or even a GPU? In order to understand what these terms are, we first need to understand that computers use a whole different number system than we are used to. Computers run using electricity, and electricity can either be turned on or off. We call these two states that computers can read. Our number system uses a base 10 number system, and we count from 0 to 9, 10 digits, before moving to the next place value. Because computers can only see things as on or off, in other words, there are only two options, we say they have a base 2 number system that only uses zeros and ones. The name for this system is binary. Computers can read these signals, and then programs interpret these ones and zeros to mean different things. A bit is the smallest unit that a computer can understand and store. It just represents only a single 1 or 0, a wire having electricity or not. If we group 8 bits together, we get a byte. The next size up is a kilobyte, or KB, and that is a group of 1024 bytes. A megabyte, MB, is 1024 kilobytes. A gigabyte, GB, is 1024 megabytes, and a terabyte, TB, is 1024 gigabytes. The larger the size, the more room there is to store information. Different types of files and programs may require different size storage room in order to hold all the information they contain. For example, a simple document might only take up a few kilobytes or megabytes, while a high-definition video or game may take up many gigabytes of storage space. Computers can only understand electricity. The chips and circuits in a computer can only send and process these electrical signals. We can represent numbers using zeros and ones, but that's all a computer can understand. If we want to use letters, images, or sound, the computer needs to first turn these into numbers. For letters and keys, computers have assigned each letter and character from a keyboard to a specific number. This table of values for which number stands for which letter can be found on something called the ASCII table. For example, a capital letter A is associated with the number 65 on the table, or 10000001 in binary, which is electricity turning on, off, 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 on. Z would be 90 in decimal, or 10111010 in binary, on, off, on, off, on, off. Even images and colors can be represented by numbers. If we take the 3 primary colors of light, red, green, and blue, we can assign each a value between 0 and 255, the size of a byte or 8 bits. The higher the number for each color, the more vibrant that color is in the mix. When we start to mix numbers, for example, 255, 0, 255, all red, no green, all blue, we would get the color purple. Sound can also be represented by numbers. Sound waves can be graphed, and the pitch and frequency can mathematically be assigned a certain value. Computers can use this information by sending it to a program that can turn them into binary numbers, store and process these numbers, and eventually produce output based on these numbers.